The weekend was, yeah, today was great for me. Yesterday I was a bit off the pace with it being my first time back on a 250 in a couple of years, but today went well. I managed to get the 250 overall, which is more than I could have asked for coming in here. I got good starts, and the second race I rode really well. First race I got a little bit tight, but second one I rode well. Got 4th right behind Dean, and I knew that was enough to get the 250 overall. But you know, to be fair, I couldn't have done much more. I rode as hard as I could have, and but yeah, I'm very, very disappointed that we couldn't get us Team Great Britain up on the podium. It would have loved to. I'd have loved to knock USA off the podium and be us up there instead, but it wasn't to happen. And we'll always try again.
How difficult is it to ride the 250 in a field of 450s?
Actually, I would have rather raced the 250 than a 450 in the track. I've struggled with my 450 all season, and the 250 that Team CLS have over is a very, very good bike, and it was you know, I had a lot of fun racing it.
Congratulations. How does it feel?
It's a crazy moment. I think it's the best moment in motocross. The best race of my life, I think, because it's a special race, and you have to be at 100% on just 2 motos, and it's really special, and yeah, it's not normally you ride you're alone, and here you have to ride with your teammate to work together, and I think with the Team France we make a big spirit before the race, and we are like 3 friends, and that's helped so much for Rin, and me, I was happy about my ride, but it was really difficult. I said to the guy in 450, okay, you take the first place and take the first place and make the whole shot and win, and me, I will start from last position and try to do my best and push hard. And in the 2 moto, I started around 20-25, and I pushed really hard. In Searle moto, I passed Tomac 2 times, and was a big fight and was really cool. But with the 250, it's really difficult for pass the 450 guy. But my teammate makes so good job. They won each other his category, and me, I finished 3rd in MX2, and it's the best result we can do, because we won with so much point on the 2nd position, and just perfect.
Ever planned to come to the United States?
Yeah, for sure. My goal is to come in the United States, but it's difficult. I'm from Europe. I'm from France, and yeah, we have to. It's like American to go in Europe. It's really difficult. You have to have the money, to have the bike, to have the apartment, to have a good, a good life, and it's difficult. But for sure, you will see me in USA. I don't know if it's gonna be next year, but in 2 or 3 years, sure.
Yeah, I feel very, very good. I take a good start to first motor. I take a whole shot. Second one, not so bad, because I was on the 21 gate, but I did a very strong race. I'm very happy about my team and the Team France. We had a very good spirit between all the team. It was a very nice day.
A lot of criticism leading into the race. Yeah. How does it feel to answer that and win?
Well, about the Gautier?
No, like the people that say this was the best team.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people spoke about the team. A lot of people say it was not so good team, but we had a good spirit between Gautier, me, and Dylan. It was unbelievable. All the week we work together, and we did a very good job today. So it's very good to finish on the first step, and to show to everybody we was the best today.
Ever plans to come to US?
Yeah, for sure. I would like to do some race maybe in USA, but we will see in the future.
All right, we got screwed because we're in 3rd or 2nd and our chain broke last moto.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I feel like I've rode better before. It's just the track was brutal. It was so gnarly, and me and Tommy did really well 2nd moto. I got 3rd, he got 4th. We're sitting in 2nd in points. so I was just pumped. It was really good. And second moto, I just kind of, well, the third moto, but second moto for me, I just didn't feel like that good. I kind of had like a little sore stomach and I was cramping up really bad. But I just pushed through it and got fifth. And we're actually sitting on podium spot, and then yeah, Tommy's chain snapped. So it's just unfortunate, nothing you can do about it. You know, it's just motocross. So kind of a bummer, because I've done donations 3 times for Great Britain, and I've gotten 4th every time, and we're tied for 3rd. It's just a bummer, but yeah, I gave it my best, and that's all I can do.
It's terrible.
Are you okay? First
yeah, I'm okay. A little sore, but yeah, just crazy. I mean, the practices I felt really good. The pace was there, and then I'll be on a sec. Whatever. The pace in practice seemed good. It just never translated into the races, you know. Never got good starts, crashed pretty much every time I was out there. So yeah, just wrong place, wrong time, always. So it was a rough weekend.
How do you feel the team did? I mean, this was a big undertaking for you to ship your own bike. Lars, Goose.
Yeah, I mean, it's the team. We pretty much sucked it up all weekend. It was a struggle. You know, the few of the boys had some issues. They didn't ship their bikes, so anytime you jump on someone else's bike, it's always foreign and takes a little while to you know, to feel right. So I don't think we ever felt right with those guys. So yeah, tough weekend. I think qualifying 17th is really the, you know, the beginning and the end. It's just, you can't have a 17th and a 37th place gate pick and expect to, you know, have a shot at it. So rough weekend.
Paulin suspension, how was that this weekend, and will you use it next year or still undecided?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, it's a work in progress, but for us it was yeah, a good step for this weekend. Like I said, in the practices and when we're out there and, you know, doing what we needed to do, I felt like I was on pace. And actually felt good, but yeah, just the races was difficult. So yeah, I mean, first impression was positive, but yeah, we got quite a bit of testing to do with both Shower and Olin's, and yeah, we'll see what we go with for Anaheim 1.
The big thing that everyone will take away from this: 3 years in the United States getting beat. You're a guy that races in the United States. You've raced here in the past. Is the pace here so much faster than it was in the last 10 years? Or is it just dumb luck, or, you know, what is it that maybe other people are winning?
I mean, I think that, I mean, you're taking us out of our environment and you're putting us into their environment, you know? I mean, that's first and foremost. You can't shy away from that. Look at Budds Creek, you know, US dominated all weekend. You know, Villapoto won both motos, RC won a moto, so I think you know, it's that discussion that always happens, you know, Europe versus the USA. But from a guy that I would like to say I'm neutral in the fact that, you know, I have a lot of respect for the people here. I've raced here, but overall, I mean, I just think that you know, you come here to their tracks, the majority of the people that you're racing with are GP guys. They have a different style of riding, they have different lines, they have different ways of doing things and different bikes set up, and it's all new for us, you know. Like when I come here, I actually, the way the tracks form and the lines, for me, that's kind of what I grew up with, so I feel more comfortable with that right away. The US, sometimes I have to work very hard at outdoors because it's a unique style in the US. I can promise you can take any guy, you know, you can put Paulin on the line at Glen Helen next year or Hangtown next year, and I can promise you he's not going to go 1-1. It's just not going to happen. You know, and so I just think that the facts are there. They have a massive advantage. They come here, they got the motorhomes, they got their teams. It's all their normal. We're living out of suitcases. We're dealing with, you know, time changes and jet lag and the weather. I mean, it's literally a 50-degree change in weather for most of us. So, you know, and I think I think those are valid facts, not excuses, you know. And I'm not, obviously, yes, by passport I'm American, but I feel I'm more neutral. And I just think that the Euro guys have an advantage. We'll see what happens, in 17 or whenever it is that it comes to the US.
Another third place. It's a bummer for sure. You know, I would say we failed again. You know, just some goofy mistakes here and there, and on my part, first turn crashes, and not learning my motorcycle soon enough either. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let's see here. Going the first moto, kind of an average start, and then kind of got stuck in 6th place, and that was kind of all she wrote there for that one. And then second moto, going into the first corner, yeah, I just had a guy inside of me. I didn't get an awesome start, but I would have been, I don't know, top 6, top 5, somewhere in there. But the guy just ran me. It was like he didn't even try to turn. So got dragged down, was in last. Fought my way back up to 3rd, rode like my old self, and you know, too bad, too sad it was for the last moto there. So yeah, another loss. It sucks.
To charge to the pack in that second moto, you flew through guys. What was the motivation for that? Was it easy? Was it easy as it looked, or was it pretty difficult?
I mean, I was charging, I was pinning it, but for me, it was just getting comfortable on the bike, and we put an old fork on there that was way better than my other setup. So you know, that was bad mistake on my part for not learning earlier.
Did coming over here riding the other day help you guys at all, or did it maybe affect you because you didn't know about the other setting?
Yeah, you know, the track we rode was a little bit wet and muddy, so it was just like you were just kind of riding around, just kind of loosening up and not really learn something about the bike. And then plus, this track here is so much different. There's quite a bit of sand. You know, we don't have that in America, so when there's sand, it's like you get kind of lost in your settings, but no excuses on our part. But I really think U.S. needs something like this.
Big thing that everyone will speak about for the next year is, especially the European press, how much better GP riders are now, and their takeaway because they beat the United States. Is their pace that much faster, or is it just you guys coming over here and being at a time disadvantage and never riding the track, or is it just...
No, I think it's changing. It's getting fast. These guys are getting faster. I mean, we're still really fast. I mean, but you know, like 5 or 10 years ago when you had the Carmichaels and the Stewarts, those guys were on a level that literally no one could touch, and it was almost, it seemed easy. And you know, times have changed. You know, I think I don't know, some of the, I don't know, it just changes, and obviously these guys are going really fast, and you know, it is cool we get to come over here once a year, but it's tougher for us because they're kind of at their home, you know, 95% of the time.
Unfortunately, you've lost the last couple times you've come over. Does that deter you from coming back in the future? Or does that motivate you more to be like, hell, next year I'll be there no matter what?
No, I want to come back. I don't want to ever leave here losing. So as long as I'm one of the top 2 450s in the U.S., you know, I'm coming back for sure.
It was a fun weekend over here in Latvia. Definitely a great experience. You know, the bike I was able to ride was really, really fast, so I had a good time. And luckily, Puerto Rico qualified on Saturday, so 18th. Really, really happy about that, because last year we had to go to the B final, so that meant this year we could sleep in Sunday and show up to the track a little bit later. And also it was really cool just to have my mom and my brother and the family was over here, and kind of a unique twist to the event. Never heard of 2 brothers being in the show for 2 different countries, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, we had some tough luck on Sunday. Ben got a front flat tire in the last moto, and then our Puerto Rican guy, he crashed a couple times throughout the day. And then I actually went down the first turn in the first moto and was down for like 30-45 seconds until someone came and got the bike off of me. And then second moto was alright. Just started mid-pack and battled with a bunch of guys that I don't know their names from different countries, and ended up 22nd. But all in all, it was a fun weekend, a great experience, and definitely a lot better than last year. So,
biggest thing from the weekend was it's Millville, it's just like Millville. Is it?
Shoot, I'd say it's sandier than Southwick. Honestly, like, I think the Euro guys don't even consider it sand because they're used to Lommel and Leerup and all those other tracks that are really, really sandy, and this is just like Southwick in my opinion. It had some real hard-packed, square-edged holes, potholes and stuff like that around the track, but I mean, all the corners were really bermed up, just like Southwick would be. And yeah, in my mind, I think we just need to get back to Southwick next year and get some good testing and practicing, because track was brutal, really rough, and kind of lost out there.
One big thing that's different here than it is in the United States. It's, you know, 2 days of riding. Races on Saturday, warm up here, 2 motos. Does all that extra riding take a toll on you guys, or is it no different because you train so much? Like at the JGR track that one day, you were the last guy to leave.
Yeah, I think, you know, in America, we show up fresh on Saturday. We're fresh, we're rested, we're ready to go. Where when you show up for the main event on Sunday here for Dis Nations, you're a little worn out from the day before because we do a 25-minute moto at race intensity trying to qualify, as well as a 40-minute practice session, which most of our guys, they don't go hard the whole time over here for the 40 minutes. But so you definitely aren't showing up fresh, and you know that, and also the tracks are way rougher, and they leave the track from Saturday to Sunday, so it's extremely rough, and it also kind of gets more hard packed because the bumps just stay there overnight. So it's definitely different.
You've raced against people on both race series now. Is the Europeans, are they that much faster than the United States? Is everybody pretty comparable? I mean, what is it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually totally surprised and a little bit humbled by just these guys. You don't expect them to be as fast as they are because you think America's where it's at and everything, but when you come over here, it really humbles you. I mean, you can see with Dungey, and it's weird because, you know, look at Wilson. He had a great day, and Dungey was a little off, Tomac was a little off, and then obviously Germa was definitely a hero for pulling through that, for sure, with that injury. But yeah, for the most part, the Euro guys definitely surprise us. You know, they seem to come out of the woodwork, and this being their one big race of the year, it seems like they can kind of get that Herculean effort and really put in another second or two a lap faster than any other race that they would do. So it's definitely makes it very tough.
If the opportunity ever presented itself for you to come over here full time, would you?
Yeah, I think if the price was right, absolutely, I'd be interested. I enjoy riding these tracks, and it's cool to ride with different guys that you've never heard of before, and it's definitely had way more fun this year, second year coming over here, than I did last year. So
I learned quite a bit. You know, I think you learn more when you're down than you do when you're up. So it was all in all, it was a great opportunity, and you know, I had great teammates. Ryan and Eli rode their butts off and were able to secure us a spot on the podium. And you know, I was kind of the main guy on the team that was kind of bringing it down a little bit. So hopefully, when I get opportunity again in the future, we'll try to do it right and get on that top step.
Yesterday, everybody kind of saw what happened. Just kind of caught a rut, got kicked over. What's the diagnosis?
I broke my toe, and then I broke my foot in two places. So I'm gonna go home and I'll get surgery on it, and hopefully be back at it in no time.
Were you medicated, or did you just adrenaline block you through the pain to knock out 2 motos in a warm-up today?
I took a little bit, but it was just adrenaline and just kind of gutting it out and making it happen.
Never riding against European guys before, what do you take away from racing against them?
They have a different style than we do in the U.S., and their tracks are a lot more rough over here, I think, because they do multiple days and lots of riding. So I like it.
Was it really like Millville?
No.
No.
It wasn't like Millville at all. There's a lot sandier than Millville, and Millville has a bit more clay in it.
You know, today was good. You know, I think Saturday's qualifying was definitely rough for the whole team. You know, I'm glad everything worked out. We were able to qualify 8th, and then a lot of rough luck for all of us. But you know, the guys did good, and we rebounded for today. And you know, we all put in our best performances as we could. You know, we came up a little bit short again. Ended up 3rd, which is respectable. But you know, I had a good first moto. Ended up 2nd, and then the second moto for me, I ended up getting tangled up there in the first lap and came back as best as I could, and I think I ended up 11th. And you know, Jeremy, I give him a lot of credit. You know, he rode with a broken big toe all day, which I think it was broken 3 spots. He said, which is pretty impressive. You know, but guy, he really did a good job, and you know, and rebounded good. And Eli, he rode really good today as well, especially the second moto when he went down in the whole shot and ended up 3rd, which was very impressive. So, you know, just tough weekend. You know, we, you know, it doesn't always, you know, sometimes it goes really smooth, and sometimes they are rougher than others. But, you know, life goes on, and we gave it our best, and, you know, I think bottom line, as a team, as a country, we all know we want to win. You know, that's the goal. You know, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't always work out. But we rebound and we'll come back stronger.
You've done this 6 times now. Is it a comparable thing, really, where the United States has to travel all the way across the world to a place you guys have never been? It's only 3 of you compared to 3 other people. I mean, is it really even, or is it you kind of guys coming in at a disadvantage?
No, I mean, a lot of the times we come over here and ride the tracks that these guys already know, which, you know, if you already know this track, you know what to expect. Like, if I would have come back again, I know how it would develop, I know how things work out. Share a little bit of an advantage, but nothing worth making an excuse about.
6 years on, you've gotten to see how much the Europeans have progressed. Are they faster than they were the first time you came, or is it just, it is what it is?
No, I think European riders have gotten better over the last few years. You know, they have a style that's very unique all the time, it seems, you know, and you know, and that works for them on parts of the track where it doesn't work for us, and you know, it kind of balances out. I think, you know, as a country, you know, we had a solid team this year. You know, we just had a lot of rough luck, and you know, you can't, you know, discredit the guys. I mean, French, they did an awesome job. They rode really good, and as well as Belgium, and you know, so they deserve the credit for that. But you know, a little bit more consistency from our end, we might have had it. But you know, you can't sit here and shoulda, coulda, woulda. But a little bit more consistent day. I mean, our finishes were good, just a little bit up and down, you know, and a little bit wide. But you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say nobody did this, that, but everybody, I think everybody did a good job. We did the best we could, and you know, I know Jeremy and myself, Jeremy and Eli, you know, we ain't gonna leave anything on the table, and just some circumstances bit us in the butt, and that's it.
Kind of hate to bring this up, but I have to. A lot of people are already, you know, detracting on your performance and all that stuff. Does all the negativity make you not want to come back and do this, or does it motivate you further to come back and prove this is why I've been team captain, this is why I've been chosen 6 years?
Oh, you know, I ain't gonna listen to any people who have something negative to say or have an opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I don't have to hear it or listen to it. You know, there's a lot of guys in the U.S. that, you know, and could have an opportunity to come over here and they choose not to. And you know, I'm more than happy to represent my country and being the team, whether I'm team captain or not team captain. You know, to be able to over here represent my country is an honor. And you know, I feel like my performance in the States this year proved that. You know, and I don't really care. I'm not keeping a track of 3 years of failure. I'm just, you know, this is a race that a lot has to go your way and a lot of things got to go right. And just a few things went wrong, and if you haven't been here or seen it, then you will never understand it. And you know, I don't care what anybody has to say or if they got an opinion or whatnot, and I choose not to listen to it.
Earlier in the year, Giuseppe, the president of YouthStream, said that the reason the European riders have improved so much is they race more than you guys do. They have a longer weekend where they race on Saturday for qualifiers and practice. They race more on Sunday. The tracks are rougher. Does the United States need to change their program, or is it just 2 different things and this is what it is?
You know, we're great riders. I mean, yeah, these guys ride motocross all year round.
More so the format.
No, yeah, we don't ride Saturday. There's a lot of riding time on Saturday. I'd say a good hour more, and then we just practice and race Saturday, and basically there's Sunday's event, but you know, we put in so much preparation and stuff during the week that really shouldn't matter. You know, if we're good, we're good, and we should be able to, you know, pull that off. And but I think to answer your question, you know, a little bit, you know, back up a little bit, is like, you know, these guys are getting better, yes, but they also ride motocross all year long, all year round, where, you know, we have 2 separate series. So
rougher, would you think that Americans need rougher tracks, not as smooth?
Yeah, I think we could leave them a little rougher, for sure. You know, I think the 450s, we're the first moto out there, so sometimes it's so damn smooth, you know, and that doesn't merely make for makes for competitive racing, but it doesn't able to show the hard work that you've been putting in to separate the field.
Congratulations. How does it feel to win as a team and as MX1?
I mean, it's great, you know, coming from a good season, Motocross of Nation with all the good riders we have in France. I think, like America, it's cool to be selected for the Motocross of Nation, and just for my individual result, I mean, it's great. You know, I've dominated that MXGP category and that full Motocross of Nation. So I feel really good about that. Coming back from my injury I had in Valkenswaard. Start of the season, and yeah, really happy with my teammates Steven Frossard and Ferrandis, who have done a great job, and get back from that podium, being on the top of the box with the French flag, it's just amazing. I'm just feeling really good at the moment, and happy. Pretty sad that Jeremy Martin have been injured, but still really happy. You know, it's not so bad, and that the American team were 100% and win in those conditions. It's great. And yeah, I think we don't imagine how it's going to be next year in France, in Ernée, riding with a 1, 2, 3 plate. I hope I'm going to be in a team too, and we'll see. But I can't wait to be there. I think it will be awesome, would be amazing.
You do very well at Motocross of Nations. Is there something about the event that is special and you just ride great, or is it just happens?
No, you know, I mean, this year I was riding well, and until that injured, and I had to get operation on my right shoulder and left hand, so it was really bad. But I was winning GP, and I've won the last GP in Mexico too. So yeah, it's been a good and bad season because of this injured, but Motocross of Nation, I'm doing good. You know, I came from BMX, which is just the race on one lap, and you need to give everything you had, and maybe I get it from there. I'm not riding with pressure. I'm always giving myself 100%, even when I'm racing MXGP or Motocross of Nation. I have no pressure. I just know what the work I've done during the weekend and during the week, and during the winter. So no, it's not that I have less pressure or I ride free. It's just that I think no one see me at my right level for a full season, and hopefully soon they will see it.
Ride BMX, very good at Bercy in the past. Ever come to US to do Supercross again, or no?
I would like, you know, to be honest, I never had the best opportunity. I mean, the opportunity I want to, and so it's why I'm going to ride MXGP next year. And I would like every door open by my side, you know, to come to the US. It's pretty tough that some team. I'm not sure if the team in America look at Europe, and yes, for sure, I'm liking US, but I'm liking Europe. You know, I have no plan of career. Just we'll see what the future will bring. But if I have the best opportunity with the best people, the best crew, the best bike, and to go there to do good, I don't want to go there and just be top 5 or top 10. I want to go there and show what I can do in Supercross, because I'm sure I can. I'm not saying that I'm coming and winning, for sure not the first year with the most humility I can tell, but for sure if I go there it's to work for that goal and to build myself in 1, 2 or 3 years and get at the best level. And I'm loving Supercross. I love the dirt you guys are having in America and the style of tracks. So it can be. We'll see what the future brings. We will speak about in 1, 2, 3 years. I don't think there is a limit of age in motocross. I just think there is a. It's what I want, and we'll see how it's gonna be in the future.